Dream, 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 dream. Dream, dream, dream when I want you. In my arms when I want you. And all your charms whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. Dream, dream, dream when I feel blue in the night and I need you to hold me tight whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. I can make you mine, taste your lips of wine anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream. Dream, 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 dream. I can make you mine, taste your lips of wine anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream. Dream, 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 dream. Dream, 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 dream. Dream, dream, dream.
Please be seated. We gather here today to not only mourn the death of Bill Leadbeatter, but to celebrate and pay respect to the life of this wonderful man. On behalf of Jenny, Greg, Kirk, Tracy and their families, I warmly welcome you and thank you for the part that you played in his life. A special welcome to those who have travelled a long way to show their love for Bill and support for his family. And welcome also to those joining us via the live stream. On behalf of Bill's family, I would like to sincerely thank the New South Wales Police for their guard of honour. The family invites you to the family home at 3 Kyo Close, Hornsby Heights, after the service to share your memories of Bill. We know that the value and meaning of life consists in living it and living it well. Bill lived life well with kindness, family, travel and fun, and packed a lot into his 78 years. Although I didn't know Bill, my conversations with his family told me a lot about him. He was honest, kind, helpful and very social. People loved Bill and Bill loved people. Wherever he went, warmth, wit and generosity were never far away. But most of all, he loved his family. He was immensely proud of his 3 children and 7 grandchildren. He enjoyed watching their weekend sports and activities and teaching them to do things such as water ski and, most importantly, to drive. If we could ask Bill what his greatest achievement was, he would undoubtedly say was his 54-year marriage to Jenny and the creation of their family. Sure that Bill would not want you to grieve in hurt or pain, but to recall his life with respect and happiness, remembering the joy he has given, has received and has shared with each of you. Looking beyond our grief, we can celebrate that Bill was and is a part of our lives. I will now read some messages and texts sent by family members, starting with 2 from his grandnieces and nephew, Molly, Tash and Theo. Molly said, "I don't even know where to begin because there is just so much I want to say. Thank you for everything you've been to me and our family. Some of my favourite memories are of you coming to my surf carnivals, standing there proudly, taking photos and videos of me competing. It meant more to me than I probably ever said at the time. Knowing you were there cheering me on, supporting me, It's something I will carry with me forever. We have truly loved every moment we spent with you, all the trips to Sydney, all the laughs, all the time just being together. Those memories are so special to me. You've been such an important part of my life, and I feel so lucky to have had that time with you. You've given us so much, your love, support, your presence, and I hope you know just how deeply you are loved in return. This is incredibly hard, and there are no perfect words for moments like this. But I want you to know that I am so grateful to you, every memory, and for the impact you had on my life. You will always be a part of me. I love you so much, Willie. Always have, always will. Love, Molly. And Tash and Theo write, thank you for all the times you opened your home to us, for driving us around, and for the random driving lessons. I will always appreciate how generous you were with your time and kindness. I also won't forget your determination and patience when teaching Theo and me to water ski, even though he didn't quite master it. You made those moments fun, regardless. Even though we lived in different states, I have such fond memories of you, your video camera always in hand, capturing moments, and your hilarious commentary that made everything feel so special. Those memories mean a lot to me, and they always will. With love, Tash and Theo. And the final message I'll read is from Bill's sister Lorna. I'll be thinking of you today and other days to come. Your decision to go, I support, and is one of comfort. Rest easy. Bye now. Your loving sister, Lorna and Ray. I don't think any of us have ever attended a funeral where we did not learn something new about our departed friend. We will now hear recollections of Bill from one of his colleagues from the New South Wales Police Force, Greg Muir.
Thank you. As mentioned, my name's Greg Muir. I'm Secretary of the Northern Suburbs branch of the Retired and Former Police Association. Bill was a foundation member of our branch. He joined in 2006 and was a regular attendee to both meetings and to social events. And it's a very sorry day that we have today, but at least we know that Bill is no longer in pain. William Leadbeatter, former registered number 12842, commenced training at the New South Wales Police Academy at Redfern on the 7th of August 1967. After 6 weeks intensive training, he was stationed at number 4 Division, which was Phillip Street, performing general duties on the 15th of September 1967 before being transferred to traffic duties at the same location in 1969. On the 31st of May 1970, he was transferred to Lismore Police Station, performing general duties. The call of the city must have been too much for him, and he transferred to traffic duties at number 6 Division, which is North Sydney, on the 16th of September 1971. And during his tenure there, he was promoted to the rank of Constable First Class. He then transferred to the prosecuting branch on the 28th of May 1973, and then to the traffic branch in September 1974, performing duties with the Special Traffic Patrol, or STP, as we knew in those days. In February 1976, he transferred to the Highway Patrol at number 16 Division, which was Hornsby. In May 1976, the same duties at number 14 Division, DY, and during this time was promoted to the rank of Senior Constable. He then returned to the same duties at Hornsby in February 1978. He was promoted to the rank of Sergeant Third Class in March 1983 and was awarded the National Medal for Long and Diligent Service. He was awarded the first class to the National Medal on the 16th of September 1993. He stayed at Hornsby until being transferred to Sydney Police District, performing supervision of prisoner escorts in January 1985. In February 1986, Bill was transferred to number 25 Division, Chatswood, on general duties, and in April 1989 to Ryde Police Station, and in August that year to Pennant Hills Police Station. He stayed there until April 1996 before being transferred to Gordon Police Station. In July 1997, he was officially transferred to Ku-ring-gai Local Area Command following the restructure of the New South Wales Police. In 1999, he worked as an events coordinator for the 2000 Olympic Games, and for his efforts was awarded the Commissioner's Olympic Citation. He returned to Ku-ring-gai Local Area Command, where he remained performing duties as custody officer until his retirement on the 2nd of August 2002. On the 13th of November 2003, Bill was awarded the New South Wales Police Medal with 4 clasps, recognising his 35 years of service to the community. On the 29th of October 2015, Bill was awarded the National Police Service Medal under the Australian Honours System, recognising the special status that sworn police officers have because of their role in protecting the community. All that I can say is that our branch members have expressed deep sorrow and condolences to Jenny and the family on the loss of a good bloke, a good man, and he was a bloody good police officer. Rest in peace, Bill.
Thank you, Greg. I now invite 2 of the people that Bill really loved, his grandsons, Travis and Jaden, to speak about their popo.
My brother and I are here today to honour and share our experiences with our grandfather, Popo. His knowledge influenced us into becoming better people and making us who we are today. Popo was always there cheering us on at our sporting games. When he was at these events, he was always trying to find a way to start a conversation with someone he had never met before. Popo gave us many opportunities that he would have never had when he was our age. He taught us and spoke to us about challenges that we could soon face in our later years of life.
Popo played many roles in our lives, striving to complete them with 101% effort each time. Even if he found it difficult or boring, we could always count on him to be there, day or night. Popo was the person who would come to our sport games, cheering us on from the sideline. Being there no matter the weather, always making sure we knew he was there for us. Those moments might have seemed small at the time, but now looking back, we made the best memories. I always miss him cracking jokes saying, "Jaden, are you sure you're not in the girls' league? Because you were tackling like one."
One of my many favourite memories with Popo was the late-night manual driving lessons he gave me after water polo training. Another favourite memory was when Popo often talked about his life and his thoughts about the world. Also, his stories that he would repeat over and over to anyone near him. These moments I will cherish for the rest of my life.
Some of my greatest memories with Popo would have to be when he tried water skiing with me. Even though he didn't get up, at least he tried at his age. Nobody else would even think about it. Another memory would be just something so simple but so great, and that is just talking with him while he's taking me to some place like footy training. And I got to learn funny stories and valuable life lessons that will stay with me forever.
One story he loved to tell anyone when anyone would mention how bad the Sunday traffic was is a time when he pulled over some motorcyclists and asked where they were going. They said, "Just down the road." "Well, you must have a destination go," Papa questioned. "Nope, just down the road," they answer. This story is one of the ones that is drilled into my head for the rest of my life.
A story that Papa loved to tell me One time he was teaching someone how to drive. They were behind a car with L plates all over it, and he said it must be an Asian. And he told the driver that he was teaching to slow down. When they finally passed the car, it did turn out to be an Asian, and the person Popo was teaching was so amazed that he was right. And that's Popo's words of wisdom. If there's someone in front with L plates across the whole car, slow down. Trav and I will miss Popo very much, as he played a big role in our lives, helping us to who and what we are today. I feel he made everyone in this room better people.
So thank you, Popo, for everything that you have done for my brother and I. And we both thank you for everything that you have had to offer us in these years that you have known us. We will both miss you greatly and will be remembered forever.
Well done, Travis and Jade. And I would now like to invite your mother, Cheryl, to come forward to read a poem.
Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl, Bill's daughter-in-law, along with Cindy. Bill said we were the best two daughter-in-laws he had. Bill had some very strong opinions. Maybe some of you had the experience that sometimes we had to agree to disagree. I asked Bill if he believed in the afterlife. He said it's all bullshit. This was one of the times we agreed to disagree, although he did say he would be with us today, and I'm sure he is. Whatever your beliefs, I hope you can find some comfort in this poem, as we not only remember Popo, we also hold close in our hearts all the loved ones who are forever part of us. Throughout all of time, do not stand in silence filled with grief. I am not gone. I am just beyond your reach. I am the whisper threading through the trees. I am the hush that lingers in the breeze. I am the shimmer dancing on the sea. I am the warmth of light on a memory. I am the sunrise spilling through the sky, a steady light that never says goodbye. I am the peace that settles everywhere. I am the stillness, you will find me there. Do not stand burdened by goodbye or pain. I am not lost, I live in all that remains. A part of me in those I leave behind. I am the love that stays with you throughout all of time.
Thank you, Cheryl. That was beautiful. We'll now hear from two of Bill's children, Greg and Tracy, who will come up together.
Today we're here to celebrate the life of William Allen Leadbeatter, L-E-A-D-B-E-A-T-T-E-R. Husband to Jennifer, father to Greg, Kirk and Tracy, proud grandfather of Travis, Lachlan, Jaden, Jai, Emma, Chloe and Jack. Dad was born on the 28th of February 1948 to Cecil and Edna Leadbeatter, dairy farmers in Rosebery Creek. He grew up as the youngest of five in a time and place where life was tough. No shoes on the farm, not much money, and a father who, by all accounts, was incredibly hard. That kind of upbringing shapes a person. And I think it explains a lot about Dad. Even though Dad grew up with having very little, he wanted his kids to have every opportunity. He worked hard to ensure his family was well taken care of. Possessions didn't need to be fancy or decorative, but they had to be practical.
Most people here knew him as Bill or Willie, but to us, and especially to the grandkids, he was Popo. Dad was a character, and I think anyone who knew him would agree with that. He had his quirks. There was the sneeze, not just a normal sneeze, a full production. Today I want to acknowledge the quirks and the characteristics of Dad, and the man whom we will remember forever. Dad served New South Wales for 35 years as a police officer, an occupation where he showed his bravery and resilience. As a sergeant, he took control and managed several local commands. He knew the law and took pride in forcing it, often referring to people by their last name first. Dad wouldn't continue a story until he remembered the chap by the name of,
Once retired, Dad spent many hours with the Retired Police Association, reminiscing about his career and taking the time to help up-and-coming police officers or those who were climbing the ranks. In the later years, Dad became the neighbourhood watch of Kaya Close from his front lounge room. Even with the bigger telly out the back, Dad preferred to use the smaller lounge so that he could see the comings and goings of the street with whiskey in hand. He also kept a close eye on the weather. If rain was brewing, Dad'd be out in the rain making sure that the drains weren't blocked and the water was sent where it was supposed to go, keeping the streets safe.
Dad loved his gadgets. He purchased bits and pieces on holidays that no one else would buy. He also had a collection of elephant ornaments, puzzles, and pocket knives. The pocket knives were used for everything, even makeshift surgical instruments. The gadgets added weight to his caravan and garage. He loved buying the latest and the greatest. The problem was that he could never find it when he needed it. Someone must have moved it, or it was probably at Greg's house. No problem, he just bought another one. That's why he owns 12 thermoses, 15 pairs of tongs, and tools galore. Popo loved being on the road in his caravan with Mum. He took pleasure in the simplicity of free camping. Gravel pits were the best campsites. The beach was overrated. The outback and countryside were favourites. Taking a rooftop tinny around Australia to use it just a handful of times to catch red claw crayfish made perfect sense to Popo.
Popo found great pleasure in his veggie garden. The corner of our backyard was transferred from our pool into the Hornsby Heights Growers Market. He would produce enough sweet potatoes, beans, tomatoes and cucumbers to feed the neighbourhood. Taking his produce to the local daycare centre so that it could be used, so the kids could use it in their meals, or handing over a spare pumpkin as an icebreaker. It was a way in which Dad would be able to enjoy a cuppa with any of the neighbours in the street to discuss politics and the problems of the world. But Dad also had a way of turning a simple conversation into a full-blown production. And that was Dad. If you asked a question, you were never getting the short version. You were getting the entire saga. When Mum and Dad were caravanning, Mum would lose him for hours.
He would wander off and find someone, and before you knew it, they were stuck taking one for the entire campsite. Dad could be a lot sometimes. He'd go on, he'd repeat himself, and I think we all felt that. But that was him, completely himself. No filter, no pretending. You always knew what you were going to get. And as much as we joke about it, it's something we'll miss. He turned up unannounced with something in hand, food, a gift, or something he thought you needed. And at the time, it could be frustrating, but that was his love.
Dad loved it when Kirk bought his farm. He loved talking about the different varieties of cows. He spent hours on end slashing fields with Kirk's tractor and providing plenty of farming advice. It was a place of solitude and a reminder of his roots. He loved being able to help Kirk manage his property. He showed up, and when it really mattered, he showed up. I remember a trip to the snow with the boys. I busted my shoulder. There was no chance of packing up his caravan we borrowed and getting it home. One phone call and Dad and Mum were in the car driving 6 hours to Jindabyne. Dad slept on the couch in the caravan that night, and the next day he drove us all home. He didn't make a fuss. That was just Dad.
Dad loved his sport and the news. No one was allowed to make a single sound when the news was on. Being Leadbeaters, though, we always did. Dad begun to record the news instead, so that he could fast forward the ads and increase the volume at his pleasure. In retaliation, he would also sing out loud, "Home and away," when the news was over. The footy and the cricket was also his favourite. NRL was always watched and Test match cricket was recorded so that he could watch any missed delivery at night time. This drove Mum crazy, but at least there were multiple televisions in the house and a sewing room to escape to.
Dad enjoyed all aspects of weekend sport. He played major roles as a committee member with the Hornsby Heights Football Club, setting up an envious under-12s tournament with his best mate Steve, attracting clubs from all over the state to Hornsby Heights. A life membership is a testament to his love of community soccer. Dad took his refereeing very seriously. He might not have run fast or left the centre circle, but there was no arguing with his decisions. Later on, these skills were tested as the car park attendant of the Canoon Road netball courts, aka the Pit. Everyone was told where and when to park, and anyone trying to make their own decisions were dealt with accordingly. Watching his grandkids was what Popo loved best. Water polo, swimming, soccer, rugby league, netball, AFL, T-ball, even acrobats or ballet, dance concert. Popo was always on the sidelines, cheering his grandkids on. His advice and guidance was delivered with passion, even though through rose-coloured glasses.
And that's going to be one of the hardest things, not seeing him on the sideline anymore. But I think we all know he's still there, just in a different way, still cheering them on. Water skiing is a legacy that Popo has left with the next generation and gave his kids the best of memories. You had to get up on the skis before you were allowed to leave. He loved being on the river, working hard to buy his boats and equipment. Popo loved teaching people about his unique sport. His advice was unique too. Just sit in the water like you're going to take a shit in the paddock and roll onto your ankles. It's true, that's what he used to say to people. He enjoyed barefooting, circle pickups and beach starts. Popo was the only one allowed to drive the boat for me. No one else did it quite right. His love of water skiing is seen through his kids and grandchildren. Being up on one is a badge of honour, even with his body beginning to fail. Popo was in the water with Jaden last summer, striving for that one last ski.
Dad loved teaching others about all things mechanical. Rebuilding car engines with me and Kirk has left a lasting memory. The Passat didn't even run before myself and Dad rebuilt it from the ground up. He taught us all how to drive. Dad needed extra patience when teaching Tracy to drive. He tinkered with engines and shared his knowledge, repacking bearings and adjusting brakes on the caravan just before you were about to head off. A whippersnipper left by the side of the road during council clean-up would become the next challenge. There are a few under the house if anyone needs one. And those weren't just projects, they were time together. They were patience, they were confidence being built. Dad came from a tough upbringing, but he built something different.
And that resilience lives on in me, in my brothers, and in our kids. Because in the end, you don't take anything with you. No money, no possessions. You only leave behind what you gave. And Dad leaves behind a lot. A lot of memories, a lot of lessons, and a lot of love. Even if it wasn't always said out loud, it was always there. So Dad, Popo,
thank you for everything you taught us, for the life you gave us, and for showing us your way, what it means to be there for your family. We had the opportunity to share this eulogy with Dad last Tuesday. Popo gave us his approval, but also offered his 2 cents worth. Upon asking for his feedback, he thought that we should add greater detail to the stories so that everyone knew exactly what we were referring to. He always loved adding the details to his stories.
he also wanted everyone to know how deeply he loved his wife. Dad spoke so fondly of Mum last Tuesday. He said that Jen was his everything, a perfect match, who had done so much for him in his life. Dad lovingly recalled how Mum always had his back. If anyone tried to corner him, Mum would come in swinging, ready to protect against all odds. He also let us know that Mum would also pull him into line. When Dad was grumbling about someone, Mum would set him straight and make sure that he would do the right thing. Dad highlighted that Mum was simply, in his own words, the most incredible wife that I could have ever had. We will miss you, Popo, but we will carry you with us always.
Thank you, Tracy and Greg. Well done. That was beautiful. Bill's family has created a pictorial tribute of photographs of his life. It is a fine reflection of a well-travelled and very good man.
Tender
wanna talk about things we've gone through, though it's hurting me. Now it's history. I played all my cards, and that's what you've done too. Nothing more to say, no more race to play. The winner takes it all, the loser standing small beside the victory. That's her destiny. I was in your arms, thinking I belonged there. I figured it made sense, building me a fence, building me a home, thinking I'd be strong there. But I was a fool, laying by the rules. The gods make paradise, their minds as cold as ice, and someone way down here loses someone dear. The winner takes it all, the loser has to fall. It's simple and it's plain. Why should I complain? But tell me, does she kiss like I used to kiss you? Does it feel the same when she calls your name? Somewhere deep inside, you must know I miss you. But what can I say? Rules must be obeyed. The judges will decide, the likes of me are mine. Spectators of the show always stay alone. The game is on again, a lover or a friend, a big thing or a small, the winner takes it all. I don't wanna talk if it makes you feel sad, and I understand you've come to shake my hand. I apologize if it makes you feel bad, seeing me so tense, no self-confidence. But you see, the winner takes it all. The winner takes it
Everyone here today has had their life enriched by knowing Bill, and the tributes, both spoken and pictorial, reflect this. We can see that his journey touched people wherever he went, and he travelled far and wide. Bill and Jenny travelled broadly and caravanned around Australia twice. Much of this time was spent with Debbie and Ron in Emu 1 and with Sandra and John as well. Today is, in fact, Emu 2 signing out. In his autobiography, Hans Christian Andersen wrote, "To move, to breathe, to fly, to float, to gain all while you give, to roam the roads of lands remote, to travel is to live." And if that's the case, Bill certainly did live. The comfort of spending time with Bill may indeed be lost. The comfort of having shared time with him is never lost. To help with the sadness of losing Bill, you have the joy of having known him, a joy of which you become especially aware on a day like today. I now ask you to remain silent for a short moment, to think your own thoughts and remember Bill in your own way. Those with religious faith may like to use this time for prayer. If you can, would you please be upstanding for the Lord's Prayer and remain standing for the committal? Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. To Jenny, Greg, Kirk, Tracy, and your families, and all of Bill's family and friends, we extend our deepest sympathy and hope that the love that surrounds you will comfort you. Tenderly, lovingly, and reverently, we now commit Bill to his natural end. May his soul be at rest, his family blessed, and may his star shine brightly for eternity. Goodbye, Bill. Travel safely on the next part of your journey, surrounded by the love of your family and friends. We've been remembering with love and appreciation a life that has ended. We must now return to living our own lives. So hold on to Bill in your thoughts. There is no need to part from him too hastily. Talk about him often. Repeat his words. Enjoy your memories just as we have done today.
Hey, true blue, don't say you've gone. Say you've knocked off for a smoke out, and you'll be back later on. Hey, true blue. Hey, true blue. Give it to me straight, face to face. Are you really disappearing? Just another dying race. Hey, true blue. True blue. Is it me and you? Is it mom and dad? Is it a cockatoo? Is it standing by your mate when he's in a fight? Or just Vegemite? True blue, I'm asking you. Hey, true blue, can you bear the load? Will you tie it up with wire just to keep the show on the road? Hey, true blue. Hey, true blue. Now be fair dinkum. Is your heart still there? if they sell us out like sponge cake? Do you really care? Hey, true blue. True blue. Is it me and you? Is it mom and dad? Is it a cockatoo? Is it standing by your mate when she's in a fight? Or just Vegemite? True blue, I'm asking you. True blue, is it me and you? Is it my